Hey guys, Chase Rolston, Rubline Marketing. I have been using elevators by Summit for a lot of years and got posed the question, well, really, what's the difference between an elevator and some of these other knockoffs that are on Amazon? So today we decided to put it to the test. I went in and purchased two brands from Amazon. I purchased the elevators by Summit Outdoors, and we'll call it the knockoff. Won't name any names. Here, I've got my knockoffs. Here, I've got the elevators by Summit Outdoors, and we're gonna unbox both of them, so let's get started. So now really it comes down to what are the differences between an elevator and then some of the competitors on Amazon. Let's pull one of these elevators out. Packed in there nicely. We'll just pull one out and start with that. All right. So right away I can tell one of the differences is going to be the thickness of the steel. And doing a little bit of research, the elevators are going to be a 12 gauge steel. Okay? The competitor, a 13 gauge. So definitely not nearly as heavy duty. It's important as we go through each of these kind of differences or similarities and differences, remember these type of products require an extreme amount of being overbuilt. It is putting you up in the air, so you want obviously the most secure platform that you're gonna have or that you're gonna ever have access to. So we're gonna focus in on some of those little details. Although a gauge of steel thickness may not seem like a lot, but obviously if it's my life, I'm gonna rather go with a 12 gauge versus a 13. I want as heavy as I can get. So what I've got here is I've got a couple sample 2x6s and 4x4s, because obviously most of your platforms are gonna go with this type of configuration. Always a 4x4 and then anywhere from a 2x4 to a 2x8 as far as your rail that's gonna sit in that groove there. So. All right, so first we're gonna take a look at the well, really, and that is, how does that bracket sit within your 4x4? Pull another one of these out. All right, so there's the competitor. And the elevator. Quite a bit of difference. Take a mark on that. So first off, I can tell I'm gonna get a lot deeper sit with the elevator by Summit than I am gonna be the competitor. Obviously, let me flip this around here. You can also see quite a bit more spacing between where my lag bolts are gonna sit. You know, one of the other things I noticed as I kind of examine these a little closer is, so even, I'm gonna kind of throw that up like this here. So I just noticed also that the elevators by Summit, you even have got quite a bit more surface area there, okay? That again, it just goes to really holding the entire unit together better. I've got more surface area here. I've got a deeper well here. I've got more spread, okay, between all my bolts. And if you look at the welds, you can tell the welds are a lot more durable and thicker on the elevator by Summit. You can just see you've got just a lot more weld there between the two. So now, one thing as I read about Summit Outdoors elevators is they have a patent on this 8 degree. Now that's important because at 8 degrees, it really is gonna give you the optimum angle where those legs are gonna be. So as my 2x6 is gonna sit horizontal, that 8 degrees is gonna put me at the perfect angle. Now let's take a look and see what the competitors is. So that's gonna be a lot more shallow, okay, of a degree of bend between, if I've got both of these sit, I'm gonna get a lot more degree out of the legs of an elevator versus a competitor. Now, Probably another thing that's important to bring up is where it's made. The elevators, USA. Competitor, who knows? So, look, it's your choice. These are gonna run you about 89 bucks. These are gonna run you about $59.99. So, you know, you've got a $20, $30 difference depending on where you buy them that you're always gonna find. I can tell you, divide that up by 4, because most of these are sold in packages of 4. That's pretty cheap insurance to know that I've got a lot better steel, I've got the optimum angle, I've got a deeper well, I've got better spread between where my lag bolts are gonna sit for a more secure hold. Well, it's pretty simple. I know what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the elevators by Summit Outdoors. So that's your review. Hope you enjoyed.